Hare Krishna. Om Jnana Timirandusya Jnanam Chanachalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhudale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swami Dinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshasunnyavadi Paschatya Devadarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So this is the presentation from Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 3. So where the beauty of the Supreme Lord Krishna is described throughout Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 3. So in second chapter, third canto, second chapter, 12th sloka, it is mentioned that Param Padam Bhushana Bhushanangam. So here Srila Prabhupada is explaining that Lord's form, Krishna's form, is the ornament of all ornaments. So normally in this material world, ladies, they will wear ornaments just to decorate their body. But here, Krishna's transcendental body, it is actually Krishna's transcendental body is decorating or increasing the beauty of the ornaments which he was wearing in his transcendental form. So normally this we cannot see in this material body. Krishna's transcendental form is increasing the beauty of the ornaments. So that is why it's mentioned here, Lord's form is the ornament of all ornaments. So in Purusha Sutta, I chose this topic because in Purusha Sutta it is mentioned Narayana Paro Jnana, Jnanam Narayana Paraha. The meaning is meditating on Krishna is the highest meditation, is the supreme meditation. Like that in Purusha Sutta, demigods are praying. So I chose this topic to give a presentation on the beauty of the Supreme Lord Krishna. The reason is by describing Krishna's transcendental beauty, one can easily actually fix his meditation on the Lord, because Krishna's transcendental form is non-different from Krishna. So by describing his each and every the beauty of each and every anga of the Lord, by doing that, one can fix his mind on the Lord. So as per Purusha Sutta, as mentioned, this is the highest meditation. So that is why I have chosen this topic. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, 23rd chapter, 70th sloka, it's mentioned there that Ayam Neta Suramyangaha Sarvasal Lakshanan Vidaha Ruchiras Tejasa Yukto Baliyan Vayakan Vidaha. Very beautiful sloka. It's mentioned here Suramyangaha. Krishna's transcendental qualities are mentioned in this Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela. There, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is explaining about Krishna's transcendental beauty. So we will see this particular sloka. Suramyangaha means wherever this word su is, when it is mentioned in Sanskrit, su word is, if it is used, it's called most extreme. That is the meaning. So it's mentioned Suramyangaha. So Krishna's transcendental form is most beautiful. Transcendental body is having. So Krishna Kaviraj Goswami is explaining like that. And Sarva Sal Lakshanan Vidaha. Sarvasal Lakshanan Vidaha means his form actually is containing all auspicious bodily marks. All auspicious marks are contained in his transcendental form. That is the meaning of Sarva Sat Lakshana. Then Ruchiras Tejasa Yukto. Ruchira means he is possessing radiance, very pleasing to the eyes. That's what Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is explaining. And Tejasa, his form, his transcendental form is with full power, with all power. Then Baliyan, Vayasan Vidaha. Baliyan means very strong body, Krishna Sai. And at the same time, Vayasan Vidaha. Vayasan Vidaha means having a youthful age. So the picture itself, we can see how Krishna is having youthful, very boyhood age. Actually. That is the permanent form. That is the Mula Rupa of the Lord. So Vayasan Vidaka, having a youthful age. That is why in Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma is glorifying Krishna as Nava Yavvanam. Nava Yavvanam. The meaning of Nava Yavvanam is he is having a blooming youthful stage. So, so we will go to the next slide. Beauty of the Supreme Lord. Third canto, second chapter, 13th sloka. Unsurpassable beauty. All the demigods assembled at the Rajasuya Yajna concluded that the auspicious beauty of Krishna surpassed the dexterity of Brahma in creating beautiful objects. For this, Prabhupada is writing here, the most beautiful object in the material world may be compared to a blue lotus flower or full moon. Even the blue lotus flower or the full moon were defeated by the beauty of the bodily features of Lord Krishna. This was certified by the demigods. See, it is mentioned here, Krishna's beauty is unsurpassable. When Yudhishthira Maharaja, when he was conducting this, performing this Rajasuya Yajna, that time all the demigods also came. So they saw Krishna's most attractive beauty, and they gave this comment, and this is the sloka. So they are saying that Brahma is expert in creating beautiful objects, but Krishna's transcendental beauty, auspicious beauty, it is actually surpassing the dexterity of Brahma. And Prabhupada is giving a beautiful commentary here. In the whole material world, the most beautiful object is blue lotus flower or full moon. Very rare to see a blue lotus flower. But Prabhupada is writing here that Krishna's transcendental beauty, it is defeating the blue lotus flower. The beauty of the blue lotus flower or the full moon. So, this is the beauty of the Lord. Okay, so we'll go to the next slide. The damsels of Braja, after pastimes of laughter, humor, and exchanges of glances, were anguished when Krishna left them. They used to follow him with their eyes, and thus they sat down with stunned intelligence and could not finish their household duties. So this translation from third canto, second chapter, 14th sloka. So here actually the gopis, they are exchanging all these loving glances and humorous speech with Krishna, all these and the attractive smile, laughter. They enjoyed all these things with Krishna. So when Krishna left that place, and it's mentioned here, they used to follow him with their eyes. What is the meaning of this? Krishna's beauty is so attractive that the gopis actually they could not take away their eyes take away their eyes from Krishna. So attractive. That's why it's mentioned here. They used to follow him with their eyes. So this is the proof. This sloka also is confirming the most attractive beauty of the Supreme Lord. In third canto, second chapter, 20th sloka, it is mentioned here, Krishna's lotus-like face is so pleasing to the eyes. Nayanabhirama. Nayana means eyes. Abhiramam. Abhiramam means most pleasing. So Krishna's lotus face is like that. So pleasing to the eyes. So, like this sloka also is confirming Krishna's transcendental beauty. And in the third canto, fourth chapter, seventh sloka, this sloka is coming. Shyamavadadam virajam prashandaruna lochanam dorbis chadurbir vididam pida kausam cha. The Lord's body is blackish, but is eternal, full of bliss and knowledge, and very, very beautiful. His eyes are always peaceful, and they are reddish like the rising morning sun. I could immediately recognize him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead by his four hands, different symbolic representations, and yellow silk garments. So, so here it's mentioned Lord's body is blackish. Normally, in this material world, black color, no, it will not be very shining. It will not be very shining, actually. It will be very dull. That is the law of material nature. But Krishna, even though he was blackish color, still his color is it's shining and very attractive. So he is proving, Krishna is proving that I am beyond the material laws. Right? So this is one point. That's why in the first canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, it's mentioned Apivya Darshanam Shyamam. What is the meaning of this? Apivya means very beautiful, very beautiful. At the same time, Apivya Darshanam Shyamam, blackish color, is having a blackish color. So it is contradictory in the material world. So Krishna is proving that I am beyond the material laws. That is why many acharyas and wonderful devotees, they are glorifying Krishna as Neela Megha Shyama, Shyama Sundara, like that and all. They are glorifying Krishna. And here it's mentioned Prashandaruna Lochanam. Aruna Lochanam. What is this? Aruna Lochanam. It's very nice actually. Aruna Lochanam, Prabhupada is translating here, reddish like the rising morning sun. Normally, the morning sun, when it is rising, sun rises. That time, if we see, the sun will be very pleasing reddish color. Very pleasing reddish color. And Krishna's eyes are like that. That's why it's mentioned Arunalochana. That is why Srila Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya also is glorifying Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Kanjalochana. Kanjalochana means he has lotus petal shaped eyes. And his yellow silk garments. Here also it's mentioned yellow silk garments. Pita Kausambarenacha. So yellow silk garments are like actually lightning. Somewhere else it's mentioned Tadit Vasasam Achyudam. The first canto is mentioned Tadit Vasasam Achyudam. So his yellow silk garments are like lightning. Okay. Next slide in the third canto, 8th chapter, 24th sloka, where the Beautiful darshana of Lord Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. That topic is mentioned in this particular sloka. Preksham Kshipandam Haridopaladrehe Sandhya Pranive Gururukna Murdnaha Ratnoda Ta Ratnodada Rausadi Saumanasya Vanasrajo Vev Bhujangri Pangrehe. And here it's mentioned Krishna's uh, the beauty, the Lord's beauty, it is actually defeating or um, mockery of the natural beauty. As for the sloka, mentioned here that Krishna's bodily luster, it is it is actually it has mocked the beauty of Coral Mountain. Coral Mountain. Normally it is very rare to see Coral Mountain, but the beauty of the Coral Mountain is defeated by the bodily luster of the Lord. And Krishna's yellowish garments is defeating the beauty of evening sky. And Krishna's helmet, that's having crown bedecked with jewels, that is defeating the beauty of the golden summit of the mountain, the golden peak of the mountain. That is defeated. We cannot imagine how Krishna's beauty is transcendental actually. We cannot understand with our material intelligence. He is beyond all these, beyond our material understanding. That's why Acharyas are writing here, Achintya Sakti. Krishna has got Achintya Sakti. Only if we accept Krishna's Achintya Sakti, then we can understand all these things. And Krishna's limbs, with decorated with ornaments, tulasi and other garlands, it is defeating the beauty of mountain with waterfalls, herbs, etc. That means Krishna's transcendental form, it is defeating the natural beauty. So, as per this sloka, this is the explanation. Let us go to the next slide. Again, the same topic is continuing. Beautiful darshana of Lord Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. This sloka is coming from 3rd canto, 8th chapter, 26th sloka. His moon-like toenails and fingernails appear like the petals of a flower. Prabhupada is writing here, the splendor of the transcendental rays from his moon-like toenails and fingernails appear like the petals of a flower. So, petals in a lotus flower, the petals are so soft. And it's mentioned here, his toenails are like moon. Moon, it is reflecting cooling rays. The same way, Krishna's toenails are compared to moon, and his fingernails appeared like petals of a flower. So beautiful. Okay, and same topic, beautiful darshan of Lord Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. This is from 3rd canto, 8th chapter, 27th sloka. He vanquished the devotee's distress by his beautiful smile. The reflection of his face, decorated with earrings, was so pleasing because it dazzled with the rays from his lips and the beauty of his nose and eyebrows. So, as per the sloka, actually, Prabhupada is writing, devotees are ever satisfied by the enchanting, smiling face of the Lord. And they become enlivened, like the Prabhupada has given explanation in the purport. So, his beautiful smile, so attractive. And the same type of explanation is coming in the 1st canto also, where Kunti Devi, when she offered prayer, the famous Kunti Devi prayers, so she offered wonderful prayers to the Lord. Krishna heard all Kunti Devi prayers. After that, what he did, he just accepted it by his mild smiling. By his mild smiling, he simply accepted it. His mild smile, that's enough. That's enough for the devotees. Devotees are satisfied. Devotees are satisfied by its enchanting smile. So this is the beauty of the Lord. That is why in 10th canto, uh, 31st chapter, 6th sloka, gopis are singing in Gopi Geetam, right? Gopika Geetam. Nijajana smaya dvamsana smita. The meaning is, your smile shatters the false pride of your devotees. Dvamsana smita. So Krishna's smile, if we simply meditate on Krishna's attractive smile, then what will happen? The effect is our false pride will be destroyed. The gopis are singing like that in the 10th canto. Beautiful darshan of Lord Garbhoda Sai Vishnu. 3rd canto, 8th chapter, 28th sloka. His yellow cloth, resembled the saffron dust of Kadamba flower. And his waist, encircled by a well-decorated belt. His waist is decorated like that, or encircled, the well-decorated belt. And his chest, decorated with Srivatsa and an unlimitedly valuable necklace. So Krishna's chest is decorated with Srivatsa mark. Srivatsa mark. That's why some other place it's mentioned Srivatsa Lanchana. Or this is the here also Krishna's beauty is explained. And in the 3rd canto, 13th chapter, 33rd sloka, where Lord Varaha assumed a bluish complexion like that of a tamala tree, like that is mentioned. So the Lord's form, the Supreme Lord's form, is like a bluish complexion. I get tamala tree. Tamala tree is like that, bluish color. So Lord Varaha assumed with that color. That is why in Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma is singing as Achidambuda Sundarangam. Achidambuda Sundarangam. Achida means blue. Blue. Ambuda means clouds. So Krishna is having the figure of beauty tinged with the hue of blue clouds. So his color is like that. His color is like that. So like a blue clouds. Okay, that is his color. Okay. So in the 3rd canto, 15th chapter, 39th sloka to 41st sloka, where Krishna's beautiful form and description is mentioned. The sloka is Krishna Prasada Sumugam Sprihaniya Dana Sneha Valoka Kalaya Hridi Samsprasandam Shyami Pratav Urasi Sobitaya Shriya Swas Chudamanim Subhagaya Subhagayantam Yivatmadishnyam. So actually, the next slide we will see the description is explained. Lord arrives and gives darshana to the Kumaras. The Sanat Kumaras, when they tried to enter the 7th gate of the Vaikuntha, and we all know that the pastime. This Jaya Vijaya, they stopped Sanat Kumaras, and Sanat Kumaras they gave curse. So immediately the Supreme Lord is arriving, the magnanimous Supreme Lord. On the spot he appeared in the 7th gate of Vaikuntha. So when the Lord is arriving and is giving darshana to the Kumaras, and that the sloka is describing how the Lord is arriving and what was his beauty. So his face, Krishna's face, is auspicious, pleasing, most desirable, blessing everyone. Krishna's face is like that. And his glance touching the core of the hearts, deeply touching the heart. And his complexion, Krishna's complexion is blackish. Krishna is having broad chest. And there Lakshmi Devi is residing, residence of Lakshmi. His waist, the yellow cloth, with a shining girdle. Girdle means belt. Waist is covered with a yellow cloth with a shining belt, and the neck, fresh garland surrounded by beads, charming necklace and kaustuba jewel. Okay. So Krishna's neck is decorated with fresh garland, and the honey is there. Honey is there in the flowers. In those flowers, so the bees are always surrounding the fresh garland to drink the honey. And Krishna is wearing charming necklace and kaustuba jewel. And his hands, one rested on the shoulder of Garuda, other twirled a lotus. Very beautiful. So one hand is just keeping on the shoulder of Garuda stylishly. Another hand is just holding the lotus flower. His cheeks enhanced the beauty of Makara earrings, which outshone the lighting. Very beautiful. See, and here it's Makara Kundala is mentioned. Makara Kundala. Krishna is having this Makara Kundala, alligator-shaped earrings, and his cheeks, his cheeks, shining cheeks, it's enhancing the beauty. Already we discussed in the first slide. Krishna's transcendental form is increasing the beauty of the ornaments which he was wearing in his transcendental body. So here also it's confirmed here, his shining cheek is increasing the beauty of Makara Kundala. And that Makara Kundala, it is actually defeating lightning. That effulgence is coming from Makara Kundala. And Krishna's nose is very prominent, raised nose. And Krishna's head is decorated with gem-studded crown. So, in this way, the Supreme Lord is arriving to the seventh gate of Vaikuntha, and he is giving darshana to the Sanakumaras. The Lord's beauty being many times magnified by the intelligence of his devotee defeated the pride of Lakshmi. So Krishna's beauty, it is actually defeating the pride of Lakshmi. So attractive beauty Lord is having. Next slide, in the third canto, this sloka is from third canto, 15th chapter, 44th sloka. Deva amushya vadanasida bhatmakosham udvichya sundara taradara kundahasam mugdasisha punar aveksha tadiyam angri dvandvam nakaruna mani swayanam niradyuhu. The Lord's beautiful face appeared to them like the inside of a blue lotus, and the Lord's smile appeared to be a blossoming jasmine flower. After seeing the face of the Lord, the sages were fully satisfied, and when they wanted to see him further, they are not able to take away the eyes. They looked upon the nails of his lotus feet, which resembled rubies. See, here it is mentioned, the sages, they are seeing the beauty of the Lord. The beautiful face, Krishna's beautiful face, it's like a blue lotus. And Krishna's smile, it is appearing to them like a blossoming jasmine flower. So when the sages, Rajkumaras, when they saw this beautiful face of the Lord, actually they are not able to take away the eyes. So finally they looked down the nails of his lotus feet, and the nails, the nails of his lotus feet are compared to resembled like rubies. That is why in Damodara Ashtakam, in verse 5, actually we are reading that. The translation of that particular sloka is, O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair, tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. This is from Sri Damodarashtakam. See, here it mentioned Krishna is having soft black hair, and the hair it is tinged with red, like that it's mentioned. And so Krishna's face is encircled by this curly hair, and Yashoda Mother is kissing that beautiful face again and again. And Krishna's lips, Mugusumbi Dambimba Rakta Adaramme. Rakta Adaramme. Krishna's lips are reddish, like a bimba fruit. And Yashoda Mother is kissing that reddish lips of Krishna. So here also it's confirmed how Krishna's beauty is both attractive, fascinating, and this is the best meditation one can do by fixing his mind on the beauty of the Lord. We'll go to the next slide. This sloka is from 3rd canto, 21st chapter, 9th sloka. Sadam virajam argabam sita bhakmotpala sajam snigdha neelalaga vrata vatrabjam virajo ambaram. Kardamumuni saw the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his eternal form, effulgent like the sun, wearing the garland of white lotuses and water lilies. The Lord was clad in spotless yellow silk, and his lotus face was fringed with slick, dark locks of curly hair. So here also, it's curly hair. That's why Krishna is also addressed as Keshava. The meaning of Keshava is one who is having beautiful hair. One meaning of Keshava is he killed the Kesi demon. Another meaning of Keshava is having beautiful hair. That's why he has got this name. Keshava. So he's wearing white lotus garland. He's wearing. So here also it's mentioned lotus face was fringed with slick dark locks of curly hair. So this is the beauty. Again, Krishna's beauty is confirmed in this sloka. And in the previous slide, actually mentioned his effulgent like the sun. Krishna's eternal form, it is effulgent like the sun. Like that in the translation is mentioned. Why it is mentioned effulgent like the sun? Because from his transcendental form, unlimited effulgence is manifesting, and which actually we are saying as Brahmajyoti. We are calling it as a Brahmajyoti. That's why the translation is mentioned effulgent like the sun. Okay. So this slide it is coming from 3rd canto, 21st chapter, 10th sloka. The translation is adorned with a crown and earrings. He held his characteristic conch, disc, and mace in 3 of his hands, and a white lily in the 4th. He glanced about in a happy, smiling mood, whose sight captivates the hearts of all devotees. So actually, Krishna, he is expert in showing affectionate sidelong glance. So that is actually upon his pure devotees, he will show his sidelong glance. That is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 39th chapter, 40th sloka, mentioned Venum Kwanan Smita Kataksha Nirikshanena. That's why it mentioned Kataksha. Kataksha means Kata. Kata means in the corner of the eyes. Aksha means eyes. So Krishna is expert. He will always show his glance like this, sidelong glance. No, he will see his pure devotees like that. And with his affectionate sidelong glance. We are actually getting it confirmed in the 11th canto also when Markandeya Rishi, when he had darshana of this Vatapatra Sarai. Krishna was like a small child. He was lying down on the banyan leaf in the Pralaya water, on top of the Pralaya water. The time when Markandeya Rishi, when he saw this beautiful form of the Lord, actually Krishna was smiling, and his smile was with full of love. And that time also it is mentioned, in that sloka also it is mentioned that Krishna was showing sidelong glance. In the corner of the eye, he was seeing Markandeya Rishi with full love. So this is the beauty of the Lord. Okay. So this is the sloka from third canto, 21st chapter, 11th sloka. A golden streak on his chest, the famous Kaustubha gem suspended from his neck. He stood in the air with his lotus feet placed on the shoulders of Garuda. Hmm. So here, the golden streak is mentioned. Golden streak on his chest. It is actually Srivatsa mark. Srivatsa mark. So Lord is addressed as Srivatsa Lanchana by Srila Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is glorifying Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu like that. Srivatsa Lanchana. And the same Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he is glorifying the Lord as Kaustubha Bhushana, one who is decorated with Kaustubha gem. So here also, he is wearing a famous Kaustubha gem suspended from his neck, like that it's mentioned. Okay. This is the sloka from third canto, 24th chapter, 17th sloka. Jnana Vijnana Yogena Karmana Uddharan Jataha Hiranyakeshah Bhatmakshah Bhatmamudra Padandujaha. The meaning is Kapila Muni, who is characterized by his golden hair, his eyes just like lotus petals, and his lotus feet which bear the marks of lotus flowers. So here the beauty of the Lord, Bhagavan Kapila Dev is mentioned here. So it's mentioned here Hiranyakesaha. Hiranyakesaha means golden hair. He has golden hair. And his eyes are like Bhatmakshaha, like a lotus petals. And Bhatma Mudra Padambujaha, and his lotus feet, is decorated with the marks of Bhatma Mudra, lotus flowers. So here again, the beauty is described. The next sloka, third canto, 25th chapter, 35th sloka. Pashyandi te me ruchirani ambasandaha prasanna vatraruna vochanani rupani divyani varapradani sakam vacham sprihaniyam vadandi. My devotees always see the smiling face of my form with eyes like the rising morning sun. So here, Aruna Lochana. Aruna Lochana. Previously also we discussed the point. Aruna Netram. Here also Aruna Lochana. So his eyes are like rising morning sun. Very pleasing. So especially in the morning, when the sun is rising, a very pleasing reddish color. You can see that. So Krishna's eyes are like that. And Kapila Dev, Bhagavan Kapila Dev's eyes are like this. And this, actually, the devotees, they always want to see the smiling face of the Lord. Because when we see the smiling face of the Lord, our distress in the heart will be destroyed. Okay. So next is the 3 point. This is actually third canto, 28th chapter, 13th sloka. Prasannavadanambojam Bhatmagarbharunekshanam Nilotpaladalashyavam Sangachakra. A very nice sloka. It mentioned Prasannavadanambojam, cheerful lotus-like countenance. Countenance means face. The Krishna's face, is prasanna, very cheerful, attractive. And Vadana means face. And Amboja means the lotus-like face. Vatna Garbharu Nepchanam. Ruddy eyes like the interior of a lotus. The lotus, no, the interior, the central portion of the lotus flower. So he's having that type of eyes, ruddy eyes, red color eyes. Ratnagarbaruni Kshanam. And this line is very beautiful. Nilotpala Dalashyamam. Very beautiful. Shamam means black, and Nilotpala means blue lotus. So Krishna's color, Prabhupada is explaining very nicely. Blue lotus, if we see, blue lotus, the color is blue color, but it is tinged with white color. And at the same time, is having Swarti body, Shamam. So Krishna's color itself is actually bewildering. Bewildering. We cannot easily comprehend with our brain because he is simultaneously having these three colors. One is black color and blue color, blue like blue lotus, and tinged with white color. Because Prabhupada is explaining blue lotus means it is the lotus flower blue color, but it is tinged with white. So simultaneously three colors are explained. So Krishna is beyond our understanding that we can easily um, conclude from this line. And the fourth line is Sangha Chakra Gadadharam, bears a conch and discus, mace, and lotus in his hands. Okay. This is the sloka from 3rd canto, 28th chapter, 14th sloka. Lasat Pangaja Kinjalka, Pita Kausheya Vasusam, Srivatsa Vakshasam Brajat, Kaustuba Mukta Kandaram. Lasat Pangaja Kinjalka, Pita Kausheya Vasusam. Loins covered by a shining cloth, yellowish like lotus filaments. Like a lotus filament. His cloths are like that. And Srivatsa Vakshasam Brajat. Srivatsa mark, curl of white hair on breast. Yes, Krishna's chest is decorated with Srivatsa mark. So that's why Srivatsa Vakshasam. Vakshasam means and the chest of the Lord. And Kaustuba Mukta Kandaram. Kaustuba Mukta means Kaustuba gem. Mukta. Kaustuba gem. And it is suspended from his neck. So this is the, again this sloka is confirming the beauty of the Supreme Lord. Okay. So this sloka from 3rd canto, 28th chapter, 15th sloka. Matta Virepa Kalaya Paritam Vanamalaya Parardya Haravalaya Kiridangada Nupuram. Mattat Virepa Kalaya Paritam Vanamalaya. Garland of forest flowers coming with intoxicated bees. Very nice. See, Vanamalaya. That's why Krishna is having another name called Vanamali. Vanamali. Why is having Vanamali name? Because he is always decorated with forest flowers. Vanamalaya. That type of garland Krishna is wearing always. Vanabihari. Krishna is having another name, Vanabihari. Because he is always loitering inside the Vrindavana forest. And in the forest flowers, that type of garland Krishna is wearing, and the intoxicated bees with making a sound, humming sound, just to drink the honey from these flowers. And second line, Parardya Hara Valaya. Hara means actually necklace. Hara means necklace. The priceless pearl necklace and bracelets Krishna is wearing. Pearl necklace. Okay. And Kiridangata Nupuram. So Krishna is decorated with Nupuram. Nupuram means anklets. Kiridangata. So Krishna is decorated with crown, armlets. Angada means armlets. All these things that Krishna is wearing. So actually, Krishna's beauty is increasing the beauty of all these ornaments that we already discussed. Okay. So next slide. It is from 3rd canto, 28th chapter, 16th sloka. Kanchi Gunolasat Chronim Hridayamboja Vistaram Darshanya Tamam Santam Manonayana Vardhanam. Hanji Gunola Sachonim, loins and hips encircled by a girdle. Again, girdle means belt, a shining belt. So its waist is actually, waist and hips are encircled by a beautiful belt. You can see in this picture also. The belt is there. Darshaniya tamam shantam. See, actually, Darshaniya tamam is mentioned. In the Sanskrit, when the word is used tamam, tamam means superlative degree. Superlative degree. Taram means actually comparative degree. But here it's mentioned tamam, the superlative degree. That's why Prabhupada is translating here most charming to look at the serene aspects. The devotees does not wish to see anything else. Once we see this, the Santam is mentioned. Darshaniya Tamam Santam. His face now, his face is most peaceful, very peaceful. So when the devotees, when they see this beautiful face of the Lord, they don't want to see anything else. Mano Nayana Vardhanam. So Mana means mind, Nayana means eyes. So gladdens the eyes, mind and heart of devotees. So Krishna's face is like that. Okay. Next slide. It is from third canto, 28th chapter, 17th sloka. Apichya darshanam sasvat sarva loka namaskritam sandam vayasi kaijore dhrityanugraha khadaram. Apichya darshanam sasvat. Eternally very beautiful. See, you can see this picture. Very beautiful picture. Eternally very beautiful. His beauty will never decrease. That is the meaning of the Supreme Lord. He's having transcendental form. So his beauty will always increase only. It will never decrease. But in the material world, and our material body, suppose a very young boy or a young girl is there, okay, they will be very attractive, but that beauty will be decreasing after some time. Because it's made up of flesh, bones, mucus, biles. But Krishna's transcendental form is a transcendental body, Satchidananda Vigraha. So eternally very beautiful. He will never grow old. Next line is confirming Sandam Vayasi Kaishore, situated in youth and boyhood. Kaishore. The Krishna's actually pastimes now, the Vrindavan pastimes, Acharyas are explaining Kaumaram. Kaumaram means up to 5 years. Whatever Leela Krishna performed is called Kaumara Leela. Paugandam. Paugandam means from age 5 to 10. Whatever Leela he did is called Pauganda Leela. And Kaishoram. Kaishoram means Krishna will never grow old. From 10 to, at the maximum, he will be like a 13, 14-year-old boy. Very most attractive. Normally, this material world itself, suppose 13-year-old boy, he'll be very attractive. But Krishna, he will stay like that always. That's called Kaishora. He will never grow old. He will never cross more than Kaishora age. That is the meaning of Supreme Lord. That is why Srila Narottama Das Thakura is singing in Radha Krishna Prana Mora song. He is singing like Radha Krishna Prana Mora, Jugala Kishora. Jugala Kishora. Jugala means two. Srimati Radharani and Krishna. Both are Kishora. Fresh, youth and boyhood. That's the meaning. That is, Prabhupada has translated like that. Kaishora means youth and boyhood. Blooming youth. So this is the beauty of the Lord. And the third canto, 28th chapter, 21st sloka. Sanchintaye Bhagavadas Charanara Vindam Vajrangusa Dvaja Charoruha Lanchanadhyam Uttunga Rakta Vilasan Naka Chakravala Jyotsnabir Ahata Mahat Dridayandakaram. Lord's lotus feet are adorned with the marks of the thunderbolt, your gold, your banner, and your lotus. And your lotus. The splendor of beautiful ruby nails resembles the orbit of the moon. See, this actually is nails. Nails in the lotus feet It is compared to ruby. Compared to ruby. We cannot actually understand with our brain how a nail can be compared to ruby. That is the meaning of transcendental beauty. Because we are always accustomed to see the material beauty. When these explanations are given in Srimad Bhagavatam, actually we are puzzled how to understand this. We cannot understand with our brain. It's not possible. Only if Krishna reveals himself, then only we can understand. So his nails are compared to beautiful ruby. And that ruby nails are resembling the orbit of the moon. The moon is so effulgent in the sky, we can see in the night time. So its beautiful ruby nails are resembling the orbit of the moon. And his lotus feet, is always decorated with actually 19 auspicious symbols. So here some symbols are mentioned in this loka. Marks of a thunderbolt, gold, banner, and a lotus, the Lord's lotus feet. This is the meaning of Supreme Lord. Normally our feet, actually it is full of karma rekha, right? All of our karmic reactions, whatever karmic previous activities, whether it is pious or simple activities, actually that type of karma rekha is there in our feet. We are undergoing. But Krishna is the Supreme Lord, so he is decorated with all auspicious symbols. Okay. And that's why in the Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, 31st chapter, the 11th sloka, gopis are singing Nalina Sundaram Nadade Padam. Very nice. Nalina Sundaram. Nalina Sundaram means he is beautiful than a lotus flower. Krishna's beauty, it is actually marked the beauty of the lotus flower. Nalina Sundaram Nadade Padam. The gopis are singing like that. Okay, the next line, it is from 3rd canto, 28th chapter, 24th sloka. Guru Suparna Vidayor Adi Sobamana Ojo Nidhi Atasika Kusuma Vavasau Yalam Vipida Para Vasasi Vartamana Kanchi Kalapa Parirambi Nidamba Bimbam. The yogi should fix his mind in meditation on the personality of Godhead's styles, the storehouse of all energy. The Lord's styles are whitish blue, like the luster of the linseed flower, and appear most graceful when the Lord is carried on the shoulders of Garuda. Also, the yogi should contemplate his rounded hips, which are encircled by a girdle that rests on the exquisite yellow silk cloth that extends down to his ankles. See here how the Ashtanga yogi should fix his meditation, should fix his mind on the meditation of the Lord. So Lord's thighs, is compared to the storehouse of all energy. And his thighs, Lord's thighs are compared, the color is like a whitish blue. Here also whitish blue is mentioned. Previously we discussed Nilotpala Dalashyama, like a blue lotus tinged with white color. Here also it's confirmed in this translation, whitish blue. The thighs are like that, like the luster of the linseed flower. And then the Supreme Lord, when he was carried on the shoulders of Garuda, appeared most graceful, most beautiful, gigantic, wonderful form. Like that, Lord is standing on the shoulders of Garuda. So, also in the sloka it's mentioned, yogis should contemplate his rounded hips, fully well-rounded hips, and it is encircled by a girdle, it's a belt, and exquisite yellow silk cloth, because it mentioned Pita Vara Vasasi, Pita Vara Vasasi. So, and it's Vyalambi. Vyalambi means it is extending down to his ankles. So Krishna likes always yellow silk cloth. This is the Krishna's, actually he likes this dress, wearing yellow silk garments. He likes that. Okay, so next it is from 3rd canto, 28th chapter, 25th sloka. Nabi Hradam Bhavana Kosha Guhodarastam Yatratma Yoni Bhushanakila Lokapatnam Yudam Harin Mani Vrisha Stanayor Amustya Jayet Dvayam Vishadhara Mayuta Gauram. The yogi should then meditate on his moon-like navel in the center of his abdomen. The yogi should concentrate his mind on the Lord's nipples, which resemble a pair of most exquisite emeralds and which appear whitish because of the rays of the milk-white pearl necklaces adorning his chest. See, very nice. Look on his nipples, no, Lord's nipples. It is compared to a most exquisite emeralds, and that is appearing like a white color. Why? Because of the rays of the milk white pearl necklaces. Milk white pearl necklaces Krishna is wearing, and that reflection, because of the reflection, his nipples are appearing like exquisite emeralds with white color. And the navel, the Lord's navel is compared to moon, the moon. And yogi should meditate on all these most attractive anga of the Lord. So the sloka is actually asking the yogi should fix his mind on all these angas of the Lord. Okay, the next sloka. It is from 3rd canto, 28th chapter, 26th sloka. Vaksho adivasam rishabhasya mahavibhudehe pumsam manonayana nirvridim adadanam kantam cha kaustubamaner adibhujanartam kuryan manasi akila loga namaskrutasya. The Lord's chest is the abode of Goddess Mahalakshmi. Lord's chest is the source of pleasure for the mind and full satisfaction for the eyes. Lord's neck enhances the beauty of the Kaustuba gem on his chest. Okay, so again, here, Lord's chest is abode of the Goddess Mahalakshmi because Srivatsa is mentioned. Lakshmi Devi is always residing in the chest of the Lord. And Lord's chest is the source of pleasure for the mind. So when our mind is disturbed, actually, if we meditate on the Lord's chest, we will derive transcendental pleasure. Full satisfaction for the eyes. We will get full, we will derive Yatma Suprasidari, Prabhupada is writing in the first canto. We will derive full satisfaction by fixing our mind on the Lord's chest. And Lord's neck, no, it is actually enhancing the beauty of the Kaustuba gem. I already explained. Normally in this material world, we are wearing ornaments to increase our beauty. But here, Lord's neck, it is increasing the beauty of the Kaustuba gem because he is the transcendental Supreme Lord. That's right. And this is from 3rd canto, 28th chapter, 27th sloka. Vrityānukambita diyega grihita murtehe sancintayed bhagavado vadanāravindam yat vispuran makarakundala valkidena vidyotidamala kapolam udaranasam. The yogi should then meditate on the lotus-like countenance of the Lord. His nose is prominent and his crystal clear cheeks are illuminated by the oscillation of his glittering alligator-shaped earring. See, his cheeks, no, like a crystal, and it is illumined. Why? Because he is wearing makara kundala, alligator-shaped earring. So the reflection from that makara kundala, it is actually illuminating the shining cheeks, crystal clear cheeks. And here also mentioned Lord's face, lotus-like countenance, lotus face, and his nose is prominent, very raised nose, Krishna is having. Okay, so next sloka. It is from 3rd canto, 28th chapter, 30th sloka. Yachri niketam alibi parisevyamanam budya swaya kutila kundala vrinda justam meena dvaya swayam adikshipat abjanetram dhyayen manomayam adandriga ullasat bru. Yogi then meditates upon the beautiful face of the Lord. It is adorned with curly hair and decorated by lotus-like eyes and dancing eyebrows. A lotus surrounded by swarming bees and a pair of swimming fish would be put to shame by its elegance. Uh, it's very nice. Prabhupada is explaining the purport. Mm. Lord's face is compared to lotus flower. His black hair, no, it is compared to humming bees swarming around the lotus. Humming bees. So his black hair is compared to that. And his two eyes, Krishna's two eyes, are compared to two fish swimming about. So normally, Prabhupada is explaining the purport. A lotus flower on the water is very beautiful when it is surrounded by humming bees and fish. But Krishna's face is self-sufficient and complete. And Krishna's face is defeating the natural beauty of the lotus. This is so wonderful, right? The next sloka is from 3rd canto, 28th chapter, 32nd sloka. Dhrumandalam Munikrude Nagarat Vajasya. Dhrumandalam means arched eyebrows. Krishna's eyebrows are like arched eyebrows. So yogi should also meditate on the Lord's arched eyebrows, which are manifested by its internal potency. Yes, Krishna's eyebrows are manifested by its internal potency, like arched. It is like a bow and arrow, we'll say, no? Bow, like an arched bow. So Krishna's face is like that. So it is mentioned, if he simply meditates on the Lord's arched eyebrows, then he will not be disturbed by kama. He will not be disturbed by madana. So this is so Lord actually, the yogis and sages, they can be saved from the influence of kama by simply meditating on the Lord's arched eyebrows. Wonderful, so wonderful. The last slide, this is from 3rd canto, 28th chapter, 33rd sloka. Jnanayanam pravasidam bahula darosta Vasarunayita Tanudvija Kundapanti. The laughter of Vishnu is so captivating that it can be easily meditated upon. When the Supreme Lord is laughing, one can see his small teeth, which resemble jasmine buds rendered rosy by the splendor of his lips. So wonderful. Now his teeth, Krishna's teeth are like small teeth, not like our teeth. It will be very big, big teeth. But Krishna's teeth are like small teeth, like a jasmine buds, compared to like jasmine buds, perfectly designed. Beauty, Lord is having. When Krishna is laughing, what is happening? The lips, his lips are actually reddish. We already discussed that. Bhusumbidam bimba rakta adaram me. So his lips are fully reddish. So when Krishna is laughing, the red color from the lips, it is reflecting. It's reflecting on the jasmine buds, the teeth, the small teeth like a jasmine buds. That is why his the small teeth, it is becoming rose color because of the reflection from the reddish lips. So his teeth are becoming rose. So this is the beauty of the Lord. When Krishna is laughing, one can see his rose-colored teeth. So it's mentioned here, laughter of Vishnu is so captivating that it can be easily meditated upon. One can easily fix his mind on the laughter of the Lord. Laughing, Krishna's laughing, affectionate smile, most attractive smile. So by one can easily fix his mind. There is no difficulty at all to just meditate on the beautiful form of the Lord. So here we can see the beautiful picture, very beautiful picture. It's called Sandam Vayashi Kaishore, eternally youthful and boyhood, the boyhood age. So this is the beauty of the Supreme Lord, actually summarized from the 3rd canto. Actually, Krishna's beauty is unlimited. We don't have capacity to explain the transcendental beauty of the Lord. But Prabhupada is explaining, writing in the purport, everyone is actually gifted with a particular um, Sakti, particular talent. And with that Sakti or talent, if we try to glorify Krishna's transcendental beauty, then the Lord will be satisfied. Krishna will be satisfied, he will be pleased very much with that devotee. So with this mood, actually I also tried to describe Krishna's transcendental beauty from the Srimad Bhagavatam third canto. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.